Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now I'm going to talk about the man who is highly skilled and talented at mathematics and calculation. These are stories and adventures from Baghdad by Malbat Han. This book, it's in Arabic but I will be translating it. This book is from Beirut. I got it from Cairo International Book Fair last January from Beirut. So, starts by saying, my name is Hanak Teddy Maya. Hanak Teddy Maya. I was once returning from Samarkand, I think it's Samarkand, to Baghdad. And on my way, I saw a man, a traveler like me. And I said, Salam alaikum, just as it's the habit of everyone to say Salam alaikum back then. And this man he just looked up at me or looked up somewhere and said, 1,400,000 for like it's 1 million for like it's one, but not six, it's for like 4 million, but four. And next to the four, next to the million, it's 1 million. And next to the one, there's four, two, three, and then 700. Khamsa al is 45. It's quite a big number. And then he was silent and he turned back and said, 2 million. And next to the two, there is three, one, three, two, one, and eight. So eight, and then continue the number. So it's two, and but instead of 6 zeros, there are other numbers. Imagine saying hello, good morning, when you're traveling on a boat or in a plane, and suddenly someone say 4 million, blah blah, or 1,400,000. Okay, if someone does that, I'm okay. Then silence again. He didn't say wa alaikum salam or good afternoon, miss, or good afternoon, madam. And then he decided to say 3 million. What is he counting in millions? So Hanak Teddy Maya just said, I was so curious, so I decided to stop this guy and ask him, what are you counting? That's unbelievable. What are you counting? He was saying that my name is Barmiz Samir. His name is Barmiz Samir. And I'm very skilled and good at counting. I can count the numbers of the leaves on every tree, like I'm sitting now in the swimming pool in Wadi Degla Sporting Club. Imagine I'm just here and everybody around me listen to me saying 6,400,000 and 23,000 branch or leaves. Like, how would people say? Is she mad? What is she counting in millions? He was saying that Burmese Samir was saying, I have this ability of counting the numbers of bees and the numbers of the trees and the numbers of the leaves and the numbers of the mosquitoes or whatever it can be seen like that in minutes. So the traveler, our first character, Hanak, Kedi Maya, Hanak, asked him, how did you learn how to do that? Can you count the sand grains? He told her yes. Or he told him yes. I don't know what is the gender of Hanak, if it's a male or female. So, how? And the Burmese said, I was responsible for raising cattle and herds, and if I lose one of my cattle, I will be severely punished by their owners. So I got this habit of counting the herds and the cattle in hundreds when I was young at a very short time, in a very short time. And I developed this skill by sitting with my herd and the cattle. And I started counting the trees and the sand grains and the bees and the what can I say, the birds. Imagine when it's time for birds immigration from Europe to Africa or vice versa. I'm just putting my head like that and saying 3 million, blah blah blah, storks up there. No way. How can I do that? So everything takes practice. So and right now I he told Hanak that I can literally count anything. And I developed this habit and I became very skilled. And Hanak told Burmese, you can gain fortune if you go to Baghdad and work with the government. You can count the taxes and the harvest and the plants and the numbers of the soldiers and the numbers of anything that needs to be counted and it's serious for the government to count it. You can gain fortune. You can work with the king of Baghdad. And then he told Hanak, if you think so, then I'm decided. I'm not gonna go back to the cattle owner. Because I have been working with him for quite a long time and he gained a lot of wealth because of me, he decided to give me 4 months of vacation. And this is why I was on my way to Baghdad to visit my friends. What were you doing, Hanak, in Baghdad? Like Hanak was saying, I'm just going to visit the palaces and places. So, okay, now I'm done. I'm not going to the cattle owner again. I'm going to talk to the king. So on their way, they found 3 men fighting with 35 camels. Huge fight. And then Samir, like Burmese Samir, was asking and saying, why are you all yelling and fighting? You're about to kill one another. You're about to shoot one another. What's wrong? Like the eldest man said, our dad died and he left us with 3 camels. And it was decided that the eldest brothers would take half the amount and the brother would take 1/3 and the youngest brother would take 1/9 of the amount. We cannot divide because 35 divided 2 is not a whole number. And we can, so they're fighting, this is stealing, this is theft. I cannot accept it, so they're about to kill one another. And then Burmese said, now I can solve it for you. So he got down from the camel that he and Hanak were riding. And Hanak said, I cannot leave the camel. Are we going to walk in the desert all the way to Baghdad? He said, no, calm down. I know what I'm doing. So here you go, eldest brother. You had 35. Now you have 36. So 35 divided 2 is 17.5. Now we have 36. So 36 divided 2 is 18. Now we got 18 instead of 17. And where is the middle brother? Hamid. You were supposed to have 1/3 of the 35, which is 11 camels. Now you are going to have 12. So you cannot object, Hamid. And Harim, the youngest brother. You were supposed to have the 9th of the 35, which is 3. Now the 9th of 36 is 4. So now you won. You are all winners because of the extra camel. Now let's add 18 plus 12 plus 12 plus 4. It's 34. Now I have 2 extra camels. 2 extra camels. The original numbers was 35. The original number was 35. Remember, 35 divided 2 is not a whole number. So he gave them 1. It's 36. Now, 36, they ended up gaining more than they expected. One was supposed to have 3 camels. Harim, the youngest brother, now he has 4. So it's 4 plus 12 plus 18, 34 camels. Now we got 2 extra camels. Hey! You started by 35, now you have 34. You have more. Very smart. Now I have 2 extra camel. I will return. I will get 1 camel for Hanak and me, and we will sell the other camel and get money. So next time if you have a problem in inheritance or dividing the amount of, for example, drawing paper in your school or kindergarten or chopsticks in your restaurants or whatever, remember Burmese Samir, the guy who can calculate very well. Just add one number to get the whole number and keep adding. You might end up needing much less amount of papers and chopsticks. Thank you for watching. And these are groups of stories. This was just the first story from the story of the man who could calculate very well. I will be continuing this series. And thank you for watching. I am Hala from Egypt. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe to my channel and share the video.